Hi guys, this is Naresh. Welcome to Be Wise Health Wise. Today we are going to talk about fasting. What is the fasting? What type of fasting is there? And how you can prepare your body for the fasting. So there are two states of the body. Doesn't matter what time of the day it is. Either it is fed or either it is fasting. So it is the time frame of the fasting. When your body is in the fasting mode, then your body takes the energy from the fat cells. So that is why the fasting is important. Now, when we talk about fasting, there are two major kind of fasting. One is intermittent fasting, another one is extended fasting or prolonged fasting. Now, when we are talking about intermittent fasting, as the name suggests, it's like you are in fed mode, then you are in fasting mode. In our scenarios, what happens? We wake up at around 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever time you guys wake up. You take a cup of tea or coffee. Then after some time, you will take breakfast. After that, you will have lunch. Then you will have snacks. Then you will have dinner. Then you will have some post dinner snacks or some ice cream, anything, right? So in that way, what is happening? Your gut is getting food at most of the time. So it is only processing that thing. It is not managing itself. It is not cleaning itself. So that is where the fasting is so much important. Nowadays, what happens? Only 8 or 9 hours is the time when we are sleeping. At that time, our body is not feeding. Otherwise, we are feeding all the times. All the times. I don't mean that every single minute, but whenever you feed after 3-4 minutes, after a couple of hours or half hour, usually you eat something. In 2 hours or 2.5 hours, you eat something. So we need to improve that thing. So without further ado, let's get back to it. So fasting, we are having two fasting. One is intermittent fasting, one is extended fasting. There are many more types of intermittent fasting. That is 16-8, 18-6. Now, the first ratio is for these three things: 16-8, 18-6, and 24. So 16-8 means 16 hours of fasting, 8 hours of eating. Then there is 18-6, then there is 24. So the same way, 20 hours of fasting and 4 hours of eating. So it doesn't matter how many calories you want to consume. It could be 1200, 1300, 1500, 1700, 1800 or 2000. You need to consume those many calories in this particular thing. Another thing is OMAD. OMAD is 1 meal a day. So this is also a relatively new concept, and it is getting popular day by day. Then there is 5-2. So 5-2 is for 5 days you will eat, and for 2 days you will skip. So it's like you are actually starving your body for 2 days. So you have eaten for 2 days, then on the third day you will not eat anything. Then again you will eat for 2 or 3 days. Then again you will not eat anything. So that is one thing. Another thing is alternate day fasting. So one day you will eat, another day you won't eat. One day you will eat, another day you won't eat. So these are the intermittent fasting things. Now when we go to extended fasting, this alternate fasting, this intermittent, though this alternate fasting comes inside the intermittent fasting, but it actually crosses at the extended fasting or prolonged fasting as well, because when you do not eat anything for 24 hours, 36, 48, 72 or 96, so that thing comes into the prolonged fasting or extended fasting. So when you are eating alternate day, so at least you are touching that 24-hour mark. So that alternate fasting is also, you can make it as a extended part. So it's a crossover kind of thing. And then now when we talk about extended is also having multiple. One is liquid fasting. In liquid fasting you take liquids. So those liquids contain coffee, green tea, or lemon water and normal water. So these are the only things allowed. Bone broth can also be taken. Then there is water fasting. You will consume nothing else, only water. Then there is dry fasting. In dry also there are two types. One is hard, one is soft. So what happens in soft fasting? You will not eat, you will not drink water, consume water. But in hard dry fasting, you don't come in contact of the water. You don't brush your teeth, you don't gargle, you don't take a bath, you don't wash your hands, nothing. You won't come in contact with the water. Anyways, I am going to attempt that hard dry fasting just for 24 hours, just to get a feel of it, how it is. I'm going to share my experience on that as well. Then there is bone broth fasting. So when you want to consume, or when you want your body to take as much as collagen as it can consume, or as much as it can retain, so at that time you can have a bone broth fasting. I haven't tried it, but yes, I have heard good things about it. So I have tried 16/8, 18/6, 24. Omade also I have tried. Then I have tried 24, and then I have tried 48. So these are the fastings I have tried, and this 24 and 48, one was only the water fast, one was with the liquid fast. I will share my experience, like what was my experience when I was doing 48 hours fasting. So I will share that thing. Now, how do we reach to it? See, right now for years and years you guys are eating almost every day for at least 15 hours, 15 hours a day. So you cannot just start it. So I would suggest build up slowly. Start with 12 hours. Limit your eating time in 12 hours. Then reduce it to 10 hours. Then come to 8 hours. And then keep it. 16/8, keep it for a couple of weeks. Then reduce it to 18/6. So that's how you build up to it. Then after that you try if you can reach to 20 and 4. So if you are able to reach to 20 and 4 and you are feeling fine, see, it takes time. Once you reach there, then you can try for 24. Do not randomly just wake up today, stand up today, and okay, from this weekend I'm going to try 48 hours. No, it doesn't work that way. You have to prepare your body for that. So that is it. And this particular video is only for the beginners. People who have done extended fasting, they know all these things, but this is for the beginners. So 24 hours. Then one more question people actually ask, if I am not following keto or Atkins diet, which are basically low carb diets, so if we are not following that, can we also do that prolonged fasting, extended fasting, or intermittent fasting? See, the people who are following keto, their body already takes energy from the fat cells, and even in Atkins also, in Atkins 20/40, so there is a limit on the carbs. We'll be covering, will come up with some video about the difference between these diets and all those things, and some other time. So for now, so right now, their body is actually adapted to take energy from the fat cells, so it is a bit easier for them. But yes, if you are not following keto or Atkins, then also you can train your body, you can prepare your body for that. So don't worry if you haven't tried keto, you haven't tried Atkins, you are not on any kind of diet, still you can try it. You have to prepare your body, and you will be able to do it. Then how do we prepare for it? See, we have to, if you are trying 26, 30, 24, 36, 48, 72 hours of fasting, prolonged fasting, you have to prepare your body. How do you prepare your body? First, start eating very low carbs, less than 20 grams. Just like keto, just try to follow keto for 2-3 days, 3-4 days before coming up to that fasting date. So on suppose you are going to go into the fasting from Friday evening, so try to make sure from Tuesday onwards, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, you eat very low carbs. That's it. Fats, yes, as I said, follow keto. So in that, you have to make sure that you are eating 70% of your food in fats. Like it could be butter, ghee, take bulletproof coffee, then you can eat avocado, then you can eat eggs. Eggs also have some fat. Then chicken also has some chicken parts also have some fat. So build up to that. So in that way, your body actually gets prepared to consume less carb. When your body consumes less carb, it takes energy from the fat cells. So now your body is a bit prepared. Now if you won't eat anything, your body actually knows, okay, there is a storage, there is a fat storage, I can take energy from there. So that's how you do it. And one more thing, I am going to cover this particular topic when I say during the fast what you need to do or how do you sustain a fast. I am going to upload a new video. So this is prepare for the fast. Another video would be coming during the fast. So in this, in the preparation, you have to get a couple of lemons and a Himalayan pink salt handy. Just keep that handy. Why we need it and when to use it, we will we will talk on that in the next video. But just make it handy. We may use it, we may not use it. It all depends on your body. Plan to start the fast by 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. So if you want to do a 48 hours fast or say 24 hours fast, make sure that your not the start, let's make it end. Yeah, so plan in such a way that your fast ends by 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. What will happen during that? Then you will have some time to break the fast. Even if it can be done before 6 p.m. like 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. that is way too good. That is also very nice. But at least by 6 or 7 it should be done. It should not be like you have eaten you ate your dinner on Friday 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock. No, don't do that. Do it by 6, 7 or 5 if possible. Okay, so this is all for this. You are going to get notification like what to do while you are in fast somewhere here, and how to break your fast somewhere here. So keep watching and do subscribe for more such videos, and I will keep giving this information to you guys. Thank you.